world. Super Al, and I'm here in Barcelona, Spain. I'm gonna take a little walk down this beautiful little street here, give you my thoughts and ideas about this town, let you know how our vacation went here, and let you know a little bit about this city. So it's been a beautiful trip. This is an absolutely beautiful city. I would highly recommend this place to anybody who wants to go travel outside, overseas, and come over to Europe and see a European city. This has got to be one of the best cities I've ever been to in Europe so far. The architecture, the people, the food, the sights is just unbelievable here. Absolutely beautiful. We picked a really nice time of the year to come here. It's spring, so it's not the in season here just yet for the tourist crowd. The temperature has been really nice. The weather's been pleasant, not too hot, not no rain, none of that. And I think for a traveler, this would be a great time of the year to come here because, like you said, the crowds aren't as bad. And I can guarantee you, in the heat, it's got to be absolutely madness here in the streets. People here coming as tourists, and it's a lot easier to get around when it's not so hot. And I'm sure it gets quite warm here. But overall, very easy city to get around in. The metro line was very self-explanatory and easy to use. You could get anywhere in this city. And we barely touched the surface of this city, and we've seen quite a bit. But I mean, it just gets more beautiful the more you get into it. The architecture here is, absolutely stunning. I actually think it's better than Paris architecture in Paris. The buildings here are so well maintained. You don't have anything boarded up or abandoned or anything like that. They really take care of all of their buildings. Even the streetlights are old here. It's pretty impressive. Very, very clean country. Spain is a beautiful place. They blew my mind about how nice it is. I've been all over Europe, but you get your impressions of how things might be, and they've outdone themselves. You don't see homeless people. There's not a lot of refugees or anything like that. You don't have people bothering you to come buy stuff. Come in, hassling you, haggling you to come on in, buy products and stuff like that. There's a lot of nice high-end shopping here. And just a great place. You can walk through most of the neighborhoods around here, get you to places that you'd want to see within walking distance or a short metro ride. The water's clean, safe to drink. You don't have to worry about that. One thing about Barcelona, though, is they don't have a heck of a lot of street food like you see in other European countries. Most of their places are straight restaurants and tapas bars. That's how they do it here. So you're not going to find like shawarma and kebab or something like that where it's a little bit cheaper and affordable or something like that. Their prices are. I would say this city would be pretty comparable to anybody from America that stayed in Chicago or anybody from around the world that stayed in Chicago. About comparable to that as far as going around and enjoying yourself in town and food and everything. You're not going to find cheap eats anywhere really. Like, it's not expensive, but other cities you can find stuff for real cheap. They do have little sandwiches and stuff and snacks and stuff like that you can munch and go on the way. But I don't know. It's pretty affordable. I've been to more expensive places, but you get what you pay for here. It's worth your money. The one problem here as an American is that the dollar's not going as far as the euro right now, so that kind of takes away from what you can get for your buying power. But that's just something you're going to have to deal with. It'd be the same way if you went to New York or LA or Dubai or anything like that. Again, I said the people are very hospitable. Most people speak English. If you don't speak Spanish, it's not going to be a problem for you whatsoever here. Everybody pretty much speaks English. There's absolutely so much to see and do that 5-6 days almost is just not enough. But I would recommend this place if you were to come overseas. This would be a recommendation spot. I'd say here, Istanbul or Lisbon would be my top 3 so far. But we did end up visiting the castle here and took some cable cars, which ended up costing us about, for 2 people, almost $70 round trip. And you could have took the metro line for about $2 each, or €2, I'm sorry, and gotten pretty close to where we need to be, but we wanted the experience, so we decided to do that. I wouldn't do it again, but it was a once-in-a-lifetime thing here, and you do get a great view of the city, but you could also take the metro line and just be up on the hill and get the views that you get from the cable car. Beaches were nice. Water was a little chilly. I did go in the Mediterranean once, so I think if you were coming here to swim or surf or something, you might want to come a little bit later in the season because it'll be that much warmer. And it's the off season, so a lot of the facilities for being able to change for swimming or any of that they weren't open yet. But this place, anybody that likes architecture, is a place to absolutely come and check out. Again, like I said, their buildings are well maintained, and it seems like the further you get into the city, you just can't pick which one's your favorite to even say is the best building to look at because they're just all so beautiful. And good, yeah, a lot of good drinks if you're into mixed drinks, specialty drinks and stuff. They drink cava. Cava, I think that's the name of it. It's like champagne. They'll mix it with sangria and stuff like that. Fruit. It's pretty popular here. People like drinking beer. Got a lot of people that smoke cigarettes. But other than that, I mean, you don't have druggies running around. It don't smell like weed everywhere. And like that here. It's very well maintained. These people are very orderly. Everybody dresses nice here. It's actually pretty impressive. It's probably one of the cleanest cities I've ever been to. There's a little graffiti here and there. That's just big cities. People tag everywhere, but I mean, it's not out of control. You don't see trash piles around. You don't smell the sewers when you walk past things or nothing like that. This city's really, really impressive. I don't know how it stacks up to Madrid, but we came here because it was on the sea, and absolutely satisfied. Spain, you're a beautiful country. Spanish people are awesome people. Just fantastic. They really know how to live life here. Everybody kind of relaxes, does their thing in the evening, and back to work the next day, and same routine the next one. And just going out to tapas bars and have a couple drinks with friends, socialize. It's definitely unique, different. Catalan area here is really spectacular in the countryside. In my other videos, we did the 3-country tour. You can do a day tour and go to 3 countries. I would recommend that to anybody that comes here. The Gothic Quarter, that's their biggest tourist spot. I personally wouldn't recommend to stay down there in a hotel. We stayed a little ways away from there, but we were still very centrally located and close to all the sites and the metro lines to get around the city. I'm trying to think of what else I need to tell you about this place. Bring some walking shoes because you're going to do a lot of walking. There's not a lot of hills here, so you don't have to worry about that. If anybody's ever been to Lisbon, Portugal, you will know that it's a lot of up and down in that city walking. But it is a big city, so things are spread out. It takes time to get around the place. Even with the metro lines, fairly fast, but you got all these places that you want to fit in, and one's on one side of the city and places are somewhere else, so you got to plan accordingly. We flew here for about $450 out of Chicago with one stop in Toronto. I like to use, and I've solely, all my trips that I've been around the world, I use Orbitz to get my airline tickets, and I've never really had a bad deal whatsoever from Orbitz. If you're not looking to just fly direct and keep your costs down, I get them with a layover, and I try to get a longer layover in a lot of cities. If you're going to stop somewhere like in a foreign country, maybe even a 20-hour, 30-hour layover, because it gives you the opportunity to, you know, see another little country real quick and bang out two for the price of one, you know. We did not do that this time. Well, we ended up in Canada, but I'm from America. I've seen Canada, so. But I can't recommend enough to use Orbitz, and we like to use Priceline for our hotel reservations. We use them quite often when it comes to getting hotels. I just prefer their website and their prices that they usually give you. And we keep our budget. We splurged on this one. We spent $150 a night to stay here. For me, that's expensive for a hotel room. We usually keep it about $100 or so. But the place we went to was, I would recommend it. The Hotel Wilson Boutique. I'd recommend that place. But as I put in another video, that's more for couples. So if you got kids, you might want, you know, something that has a little bit more to the hotel. But we're in this neighborhood here, and this place is just beautiful. I mean, it's the vibrancy, everything about this place is awesome. Definitely unique and foreign experience. Everything is old, but just so well maintained. They sweep the streets every morning. Water their plants on the streets and the boulevards and stuff like that. It's just a spectacular city. I can't praise Barcelona enough. They've outdone themselves. I'm super impressed. I would love to come back here again, and totally would if I could, you know. But as you can see, these buildings are just, every one is more spectacular than the next when it comes to these buildings here. Can't get over the architecture of this place and the history. You know, they go back to the Roman times, probably before that even. So there's just so much history here. I don't know how the winters are in this place. I don't think it's too cold here, but might be another option for you if you don't really care too much for crowds. I'm sure in the wintertime it's even less people here. But as you can see, it's not crowded. I think in the summertime these streets are just absolutely packed with people. This got to be here because this city's pretty spectacular. I think I'd like to maybe try Madrid one time and see how that compares to this place. But I don't know if they could beat it. This place is pretty dang awesome. See these buildings around here. We're coming back to Diagonal Street here. So it goes back to my hotel. I just wanted to talk to you a little bit about Barcelona and impressions of the city. Guys, if you're nervous about traveling, don't be nervous. Just go for it. Get your passport and go. You don't need any kind of visa to come here or anything like that. You just fly in. Customs was super easy in this place. And absolutely no problems getting here. It was fast. Caught a cab. Got to our place quick. And we've enjoyed it ever since we got here. We're going to be heading out in another day and a half back to the States. That's going to wrap it up for Barcelona. Again, this city's a little pricey, so maybe if it's your first time and you're on a lower budget, you might want to reconsider someplace else. But I'm just forewarning you, you know, hotels going to cost you about 100 and something a night, and food is the same average as you'd pay in Chicago to go out to eat at a restaurant. And we don't eat at, you know, high-end, high-scale restaurants. I'm talking a regular average tapas bar. You know, average tapas cost about $5 or $6 per top, or euros. I keep saying bucks and dollars, but euros. And you eat a few of those, it adds up a little. Drinks are average, you know, beers $3, drinks a couple dollars, a few dollars, you know. So keep that in mind when coming here. You're not going to find like street vendors selling hot dogs and slices of pizza or kebabs anywhere. That's not happening here. But their food is delicious. Very healthy. Very health conscious people here. Everybody walks, rides bikes. So they're all in shape. They all look good. They all dress good. Wife says the guys look nice. I say the ladies look good. I like Latin women. So you definitely got eye candy to look at around here. Now, yeah, that's about Barcelona in a nutshell. I hope you enjoyed all my videos. Everything I've brought you, everything I've shown you. We'll be on another adventure soon here in June. We're headed toward Asia, so that's going to be something unique. And I hope I can bring you some more videos, get you into the mood to travel, and you'll do it for yourself one day. Because that's something that no one can take from you, is travel. All the memories, the fun, the sights, the sounds, that's something that you can take with you and, you know, talk about with people that may have never been to a place like this. So with that, I'm going to end this video. Again, I hope you liked everything I've showed you. Stay tuned for more adventures, because I am going to be traveling. And I'm going back stateside, so you'll probably get some more of the UP, all my Uper fans out there. I'm getting up there as soon as I get home. And like I said, we'll be headed to Asia in June. So with that, I'm going to let you go. Barcelona, thank you so much for everything that you've done for me. You are a beautiful city. Spain's a beautiful country, beautiful people. And muchas gracias. I'll see you next time. It's Uper Al, taking you places.